Hey guys! So I want to get a video out this week because I didn't want to completely fall off the wagon with my YouTube posting thanks to finals and other stuff going on in my life. So I posted up on Snapchat saying, what do you guys want to see in this next YouTube video? And this person, Josh, I don't know how to say it. They were asking me about art prejudice or what people think of artists and that kind of stuff. And that got me thinking of the quote, "My parents don't support me as an artist." I'm sure we've all heard it before, and I'm even more sure that you guys have probably said that once or twice in your life. And I wanted to kind of address that in this video because I think there is a way that you can get your parents' approval. Is that the right word? Or that you can at least change people's opinions and have them see you as a successful artist. I just want to say first and foremost, I have had support from my parents, and they're the reason why I'm at art school right now. But I didn't start going to art school. At first, I went to the University of Connecticut. As most of you guys know, I'm a transfer student. So I know a little bit about this, and I've seen it so many times from other people that I feel like I can talk about this, and we're just gonna get into it right now. So first and foremost, what I seem to see a lot is parents, it doesn't really matter what the venture is that you want to do, they just want to see you successful. It doesn't matter if you want to be a lawyer or an engineer, an English major, or an art major. They just want to know that when you get out of college, you're going to be happy and healthy and able to support yourself. Because if they're paying for your college, and quite a few parents are, or at least paying partially, if they are paying, they're paying a huge amount of money. 6 figures is a lot of money. So they are looking at you, their offspring, as a potential investment in a way. They want to make sure that the money that they are spending to get you through college is going to pay off so that you achieve that vision of success that they have for you. The thing with artists though is that it's kind of hard to see if you're going to be good at it. And especially when you're a young artist, like when you're in late middle school or early high school, your artwork isn't all that good. I'm sorry, no one peaks when they're 12, okay? I promise. So when parents look at their kids' artwork and they see, I don't really know if this is good enough to support you, that makes them a little bit uncertain. Or even if you're a little bit older, if they're not 100% convinced that you're gonna make it, now granted, they don't 100% know what making it means, but if they see kind of a lower level of talent, then that's going to make them a little bit more concerned. In the same way that if someone was going to go to college and they said, I'm going to be a mathematician, but they bomb all their math classes, they don't really want you to, they don't want to set you up for failure. They want to set you up for the highest possible amount of success. Again, especially if they're paying for college. So what I noticed was when I was in late middle school and early high school, my artwork wasn't all that good. If you don't believe me, you can look at my most embarrassing sketchbook tour. It was okay. It was enough for me to get compliments, but it wasn't enough for me to really prove my stake that I'm going to be a super successful artist. And, my parents took me moderately seriously, but I knew that I was probably going to have to kick it into high gear myself if I wanted to really, really prove to them that art school was the thing for me. So when I was about a junior, I kind of kicked it into high gear because I started thinking more long term. And I was like, well, if I want to be successful in the future, that means I need to work now and get my style and get my skills up and, start generating some interest in order for me to kind of have a good foundation for my success. It's the step one into this kind of thing. And what I noticed was when I started getting to a certain level of talent around 16 or 17 years old, my parents started responding to my artwork a little bit differently. Instead of, giving me art supplies at Christmas, my mom was suddenly saying, oh, if you need any art supplies for school, let me know and I'll pay for it because I'm just seeing it as a school supply now. And then also, rather than my parents being oh, could you make a pretty picture for me for Mother's Day or something, it was oh, I heard that the local museum is doing a show about blah, 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 maybe you should submit your work. So very slowly, they started to kind of come around to it. Now, of course, I didn't go immediately to art school after high school, but when I told my parents that I really needed to transfer to mass art, they were more agreeable with me because I had already accumulated quite a bit of success at UConn. So that's what I've noticed. If your parents are kind of hedging, it quite potentially is because you haven't proven to them with your skill yet that you're able to make it. Now that's kind of a harsh truth, but it's also something that you can kind of take with in stride. The only thing you have to do, like if you are in high school or something and you're really worried about kind of your future, you can take a million different steps very easily in proving that you can have success. First one is obviously to get your artwork and your portfolio up by, going on YouTube and watching tutorials and practicing and doing lots of personal work and just kind of getting in the flow of things and creating and creating and creating. And then at the same time, we have so many resources online for you to put your artwork out there and get a whole bunch of followers that way. It takes a really long time. I'm not gonna act like it's like some little quick fix and you can like overnight get 500 followers and be like, look, mom and dad, I'm gonna make it as an artist. And they're gonna be like, yes, you did, congrats. That's not how it goes. But I promise you, if you start kind of accumulating a little bits of success in your high school life or something, you're gonna be able to prove to your parents that you're gonna be good. The other thing I've noticed is if you have even a shred of self-doubt in yourself about making it as an artist, you're not going to give your parents confidence. And because your parents aren't confident in you, that makes you doubt yourself more, which makes them doubt themselves more, and it creates this doubt cycle. If you are one of those people that's like, my parents will support me as an artist, so I don't really know if I'm gonna be an artist, I don't know if I'm gonna make it as an artist, and you're kind of upset about that, and you're letting their opinions influence you that much, your parents are going to look at that and say, they don't have conviction, like they don't even really want to do this, and that's going to make you feel bad, and it's a cycle. The thing is though, if you have a lot of confidence in yourself, and if you really like have that can-do-itness, like I'm going to be an artist, god damn it, like I'm going to do it, and you push yourself and you propel yourself forward, they'll respond in kind because they see that you have the passion and the drive. Passion and drive and that actual motive and hard-working ethic is going to prove so much to them, more than kind of those conversations like, why don't you support me as an artist? That's not gonna work. You have to show, not tell, in a way. So think to yourself, like right now, if you weren't going to fail, if you knew you were gonna make it and be totally fine as an artist, would you do it? If the answer is no, because you don't love art that much, or you are just that pessimistic, then maybe art isn't right for you and maybe you need to look into something else. But if the answer is yes, then you just gotta go. Like, go. You need to be making the artwork and posting it online and getting your name out there and working as hard as you can on yourself. Because guess what? As much as college is an investment, ambulances are an investment, I don't know if you can hear that. As much as college is an investment, you are always the bigger investment. You have to invest in yourself so that you can move forward and achieve your success. That is always number one. That is always most important. And quite frankly, when you create enough success from yourself, like when you accomplish a big goal, like I got 500 Instagram followers or something, or I sold my first painting, and you did that all on your own, there is nothing better than that satisfaction. There is nothing that can top that level of happiness, because it's like you have no one to thank but yourself, and you can just give yourself that giant pat on the back and be like, okay, I got my step one, let's do this, let's keep going. And it makes you hungry and it makes you want to keep going and be successful because you've already had that first taste and now you're hungry. Now, I know for a fact some of you guys are going to be watching this video and you're going to be saying, well, guess what, Biana? It's not a matter of me not being good enough. It's literally like my parents are just no. It could be the particular culture that your family is. I know there's a lot of cultures out there that like artists, that's not a job, that's a joke. And there's only like 3 jobs you can have. You can only be an engineer or a lawyer or a doctor. There are a lot of families that have that kind of very strong mentality. Unfortunately, if that's the case and they're paying for your college, you are under their thumb. Unfortunately, that is the case, because you can argue till your throat is dry and you have no words left to speak. They're not going to hear it. Like, they ultimately have the power. You're in their court. So, if that's the case, if nothing is going to work, if you are facing a brick wall, then you're going to have to just make it work within that confine. So I know some people, Happy the artist, she was what? Computer science? What was she? Someone's got to comment. She had to go to school for a completely different major, and then she had to live off of that major for a few years after college. But then she made the decision to be an artist, and then she went with it, and she was able to make it work. I know other people online. There's this one girl, she went to be an engineer, went to college for that, and then immediately out of college, she now has a thriving fitness empire. So, unfortunately, sometimes we do find ourselves in situations where we really don't have any kind of power. But if you just keep working at your goals, if you just keep having that idea in your mind of this is what I really want to do, and you keep pushing towards it no matter what, they're gonna come around, because success will find you. The universe will reward you for that incredible amount of work and can-do-itness, you know? But like I said before, you have to invest in yourself first. Your parents, quite frankly, they come second, because it's your life, not theirs. You just gotta make it happen, and then eventually they'll tag along and everything will be good. I know a lot of this video has been talking about making it known on the internet, like getting your name out there. I will in the future be doing videos talking about how to do social media. Like, I'm sure in the future I'll do a video about like Instagram and Tumblr and stuff like that, or Instagram and Snapchat and Tumblr and YouTube and everything. But I'm honestly curious with you guys, like how much detail do you want to know about social media and success as an artist in this new technological age? Should I do videos with like technical work, like how to use a camera in Adobe Premiere? Should I do more general stuff like this is what you should post online? What are you needing help in that I could potentially help you? Because the thing is like, even if your parents don't believe in you, I believe in you. That's why I make these YouTube videos. Because I'm trying to support everyone that I possibly can through the best venue that I've got, and that is through this camera, through that computer, and onto your screen, you know? So if you need the help, I'm gonna be doing videos in the future, but let me know what you need. What are the tools that you need to succeed? Also, if you need tutorials, like if you don't know how to draw X thing, let me know down below, and I'll do tutorials this summer so that you guys can get your skills up and you can start, you know, doing better work and having a better portfolio, once again, for the better future. So yeah, I hope this was helpful. I really hope that this wasn't depressing. I am trying to be as motivating as possible. But let me know what you think down below. If you want, follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, and Tumblr for even more content. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this whole thing that you're watching right here was thanks to Snapchat. I posted that on Snapchat, and that is not the first time that I've done that. So if you want to, you know, influence maybe the content that you see here, or if you want to get interesting content from other venues, you gotta follow me on those channels. Once again, stuff down below. So if you are in college right now and you are struggling with finals, good luck. If you are out of college, I'm jealous. And regardless, I hope you have an awesome day, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!